up, YouTube? Topaz Jace back for another album review, and this one is to the game Block Wars, and this is the soundtrack that he's came out with his mobile app and such. I'm not even sure if the mobile app is out yet, man, but ultimately it's a very genius thing to do. I mean, if you are a musician, then you might as well use your music to promote whatever it is you're trying to do, right? So why not create a soundtrack for everything, like he just did the Streets of Compton documentary where he dropped a full-fledged album for that as well, and now he dropped a full-fledged album for this, and it makes perfect sense. Like, when you're playing the mobile app, what music are you going to listen to while you play it? Why not create it and get promotion on every level? And the thing about the game, man, that he's been very consistent with doing is whenever he drops an album or something, he'll give you one or two really dope tracks, man, but then the rest of it really comes off as fillers, and a lot of songs really just don't work. And this album here is no different. Like, really, my favorite songs off of this would be that Alameda, in which I do believe this song ultimately shows us that the whole concept for this game is going to be based on a whole bunch of true cities and stuff that's going on out there in LA, in which Alameda is south of Oakland, I do believe. I mean, the more I hear about it, the more it comes off as like Grand Theft Auto 4, CJ back in the hood and all of that stuff, man. That's what his mobile app kind of sounds like, but I won't be sure until I put my hands on it to actually play it. But this song got excellent production, man, excellent verses where he's just ultimately just rapping about some hood stuff in the light of, say, Gang Signs, which I'm very heavy on that song, just not on that same caliber, but yet not that far away from it. I like that Bullet with a name on it, but ultimately he kind of ruins it by just him talking random nonsense all throughout it, man. Like, he should have just left it at the verses and just went from there. And then that Motor was pretty solid, but it wasn't as good as Alameda. But honestly, the rest of the album is rather lackluster and such, man. Like songs like that Get High, where he's channeling Snoop Dogg somewhat, man. He's trying to make that ultra West Coast smoke joint, and it really just comes off flat. And that's just another one of them songs that he's trying to promote more stuff, and the promotion kind of got in the way because he's promoting his smoking line that he's coming out with as well. Freeway was pretty terrible, man. That Lights Go Out, where he's channeling pretty much Eminem and such, that doesn't quite work out at all on any level. Overall, I give this project a 6 out of 10, but one I recommend some individual purchases, obviously. But this concludes today's review, and now we're going to jump into a brief instrumental from underground producer OurWise, then we're going to jump into the news, then we're going to jump into an article from DownloadPads.com. Was out there performing at like a Stoner Medical Cup like thing, man, in which he was scheduled to perform for an entire hour, and he cut it short on his own accord after only 10 minutes, pretty much claiming that the people weren't getting hype or anything. And you know, that kind of comes with the territory when you go to a Stoners type thing and try to perform, man, because ultimately they're already so high. Like, how hype could they actually get when they are so stoned? And in the end, as a musician, I don't care if there's only 3 people who showed up to your performance. If nobody's getting hype, man, you get hype, you do your set, because that's what you're getting paid to do, bruh. But anyway, on to today's article from DownloadPads.com, and today's article is about ruining opportunities, man, because this I see all too often, man. Like this club that I work at, man, they decided to go ahead and bring in 21 Savage. But yet, for some reason, everybody wanted to fight, man. Security at the beginning of the day tried to fight. And then, like, somebody tried to hop up on the stage and punch somebody in the face. I don't think he tried to punch 21 Savage, but he tried to go at somebody on the stage. And then at the very end, when everybody left, somebody tried to fight again. And my question is, why all of this fighting? Y'all ruining this club right here that you could not only have a good time, but security could also be making money and everything. It's a win-win scenario for everybody, but yet everybody wants to fight. I mean, when they eventually close down this club, a lot of opportunities going down the drain because a lot of people could have been making money with this. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there, and you can go to downloadpads.com, that's down there, to read today's article.